So, hello and welcome back. Now, it is Friday evening, so I'm off the weekend. So we're going to do a bit on the Trojan mini motor. So what we're going to do today is actually fix a bit of the bicycle, because I think this is actually going to take more work than the engine. But yeah, let's get started. So, nice to get an old one of those, an older one, should we say? But we'll see. Now, I've removed some of the paint off it. I mean, I'm not bothered it's pitted a little bit because it's the age of the bicycle, but I have polished the bell. We just want to get all this horrible paint off that someone's put on. So that's what we're doing at the minute. So doing this, I'm actually using a little wire brush just to brush the paint off. It's coming off quite easy, to be fair, yeah. So I'm going to have to take the handlebars off and take all these sort of things off and... yeah, and then polish it properly. Like I say, somebody has painted all over everything on it. The wheels are going to be the worst one. I'm not looking forward for those. But I might try and paint stripper them because they might be a bit more awkward. And then just buff them up. But we'll see. Because I expect the wheels are a bit rusted on this, to be honest. Probably a bit more rusted than I'd have liked. But doesn't matter. It's all character. So that's the side I've polished, yeah. So there is obviously some pitting because I mean the bicycle's quite old, yeah, it's probably about 70-year-old. So it's just getting this paint off that's taking me the time. So I thought I'd show you each, what it's like. I think it looked better like this with a little bit of rust on it. It does look like this. Yeah, I think this is just horrific, to be honest. So, unfortunately, most of the chrome bits on this bike have been done like this. So, yeah, we might be here a while. Now, how I'm doing this is, I have this drill. I basically get the paint off using a wire brush and just flicking it off, scratching it off. And then I buff it with this, which is a buffing pad that I put on my drill, with a bit of autocycle, and then I use another pad, wherever it's gone, this one here, just to buff it off, and that's the result. So I think that's pretty good. So I think if I do that all over it, it'll just smarten it up a lot. So I've exposed the rally badge again, look at that. Yeah. Clean the paint out of there. Now, I mean, the actual paint job on the bicycle, I wouldn't say, well, this bit you're not even going to see, but it's generally not too bad. Someone did take it all apart to paint it. So I'm going to give the frame a light polish. And then I'm going to oil rag it like the other ones. Then it's got that, hopefully, old patina on. And I've just got to, like I say, clean all the chrome bits. Because it does aggravate me when people paint these silver. I mean, I understand when it's really bad, but not when it's just spotting. But, yeah. So we're getting there. This is going to take ages. So I've cleaned all the handlebars. I've put them back on. I've had all this off, cleaned all this up. Yeah. So then I'm going to put the brakes and the bits and bobs all back on here. We won't put the grips on yet because I want to clean them. Then we're going to do the seat and all the other bits and turn it upside down and take the wheels off and do the bottom half, and then we just got to clean the frame. So we're getting there. I've just still got to remove some of the paint there, yeah. See, it looks better, doesn't it, already? So yeah, we're getting there. Like I say, I'm not videoing too much of me taking all the rubbish old paint off and bits like that, because I might be here a little while. But yeah, it looks definitely better. So we're getting there. So I'm about to start on the wheels. Now, you can see the tyres are knackered, yeah, all cracked all the way around. Now, unfortunately, somebody has painted the wheels, yeah. Awful, yeah. So I've actually just, I don't know if it's going to show up, hang on. If I remove it, polish it a bit, there we go. Yeah, just polished a little bit of it. And the buffer, so I've just got to get all the rust, all the old paint and the rust off. I think this is going to take a little while. So I've cleaned all this chrome. Yeah, it's all a bit better now. Still got to clean that piece there because that's doesn't rubbish. I've cleaned the front wheel. Now it isn't obviously perfect, but I do think it's better, even though it has a bit of rust on it. It just looks more original. I've worked out that goes on there, but I think this is actually the wrong way round. I think this is supposed to be unbolted and fixed on that side of it. I think that's the wrong way round completely. I've got to also straighten that yet because it is bent as well. I've cleaned this bit up, the bracket that goes on, so that now slides. I found a bolt for the top of the engine. Because these two fuel tanks bolt on differently. They both fit, but it's just how they go on. I think that is actually the original one, but it's, like I say, it's knackered, so there's no point. I've still got to clean this wheel. I mean, I do need one of these. I don't know if you see, look, it's bent really bad. I've just bought one off eBay and then realised I already had one. So I've even got a proper little plastic thing you put on there to make it a bit better. But yeah, so I couldn't bring myself to do this wheel today. It takes ages to do these wheels. So I thought I'd leave this one for next time and do a few other little bits and bobs. So the bell's done, I've got to clean the grips. And yeah, I've just got to polish the frame. And then hopefully the tyres will turn up. So I've got some new parts turn up. So we've got some new tyres. We've got a new fuel tap because, well, we haven't really got one. A new end for the spark plug because that's, well, it's rubbish. Because let me show you the old fuel tap if you have forgotten. Bear with me. It doesn't really fit, and it's out of a lawnmower, a more modern one, but it doesn't really, yeah, it's a bit rubbish. Well, it's not rubbish, but it's just no good for this job. I've got, these are rally tyres, by the way, and rally inner tubes. Yeah. I've cleaned the grips. This is the gasket paper I'm going to use to make the new cylinder head gasket, because it's not very good in there, and it's actually, someone's replaced it. Now, I'm going to make one. I was told this will do the job. I'm no expert, but let's hope it is. Because this one's the asbestos free. All right. So if you're asking why I've done this and not bought one, because I saw only one for sale in the UK, already made, £28.99. I mean, that's just daylight robbery. All right. So we're going to try and make one, but we'll see. Like I say, I may be wrong, but this gasket paper is made apparently to withstand something like 300 degrees. So I don't know. I have no idea if this is the right one or not. So this is where we've got, I've managed to get the fuel tank on. So I put a new rubber bush in and bolted that down. We've put a new gasket in. I've put the new end on. And I presume this is how it goes. I mean, I've only got a picture on Google Images that shows you how it all goes. So I've just got to clean these little wheel bits and put that back on. And then I've cleaned that bit there on the buffer just to make it a bit smarter. So, yeah, this is where we've got with it. So these all move nice and freely now. I'm presuming that's how it goes. And then there's a rod that comes through here with a spring, but I believe there should be a washer. But like I say, this is all a bit trial and error, really. I mean, I'm just hoping for the best. So, yeah. Now, I've been putting this off a little while because I hate doing this one. I need to clean all that rust and all the paint off that wheel. I've done the front one, but it took me ages. So I think I'm going to crack on and get that done next. And then we can put the tyres on and then put the wheels back on and then turn it back the right way round. So that's what we've got so far. Now, I think that's looking pretty good. Yeah. I do like white wall tyres. I'm glad everyone thought so too. So the wheels have cleaned them up. Like, so there is a bit, they are a bit rusted, but I think they look better like that with a bit of age on them. You know, I've just got to polish the top of the mudguards and the actual basic frame and that. I've done the mudguard on the front. I did polish that bit, that's it. So yeah, we're getting there. So I've just put the engine rested on to give me a vague idea of where it's going to go. So I'm presuming you're going to cut the mudguard about here. and sort of, can't really see there, just in front of the piece here. So you lose this section here really. Like I say, we're still a little bit off cutting it yet, but we are getting there. So I haven't finished cleaning the frame yet. Like you can still see it's a bit, yeah. I'll just have a look what it was like really. Obviously that all needs adjusting there. But yeah, I think that's basically how it's going to go. So I might just have a look at a few photographs of other people's on bicycles and then go from there. But it's going to look wicked, isn't it? So this is the old mudguard that was attached to this piece here. And this piece will go sort of in there, yeah? Now, this is actually, I believe, of a Hercules bicycle. Now, bear with me. I think it was quite right. So I've put that on the bottom of there. Yeah? Which, you know, if you look where the edge of this is, and the line, it would just miss it. Now the front one, not the first line, I reckon it's the first one, because there's the edge here. So it's just like a little bit that way. I think that'll fit perfect. Now, I don't know, but I'm presuming you sit this, when you cut this out, you sit this roller that, you know, runs on the tyre on the actual, you sit that on the tyre and then you sit it level, right, with this. This is what I'm guessing. And when you put this piece on here, this piece here, there's like a bit that goes on here, which pushes the engine off and on. So I'm presuming you set it up so it's like this now. And then when you put the clutch out or something, it must push it up off the spring. I don't know. We're going to find out, but I have to cut it here, yeah? But look at that, look. It's going to look awesome, isn't it? Yes. So, yeah, let's see how this goes. Well, there's no going back now. Yeah. So, yeah. Hopefully, oh, this is a scary moment. But yeah, no going back. So, yeah, let's get the other one cut. So, there we go. Let's have a look. So, we're doing really well here. I've got all the back on. Look at that. Yeah. Maybe I cut that a little bit too short, really. I think I've left it a bit longer, but it doesn't matter. Because the number plate I've got, when I've registered it, will go here. So you won't see it anyway. But yeah, like I say, I think I can actually adjust this to move the mudguard up a bit. But then again, I don't know. There's only like sort of a little gap there, isn't there? Yeah, not sure. Not sure, but yeah, it's definitely getting there. So there's the cables. So it looks like it was all there, to be fair. That was pretty good. So at the minute, the idea is, you see, this is actually off. So when you pull the handlebar, when it's all adjusted and that, you pull this onto the tyre. Yeah. So I've made a washer to fit in here, because that was missing, that washer. But I saw one online with a washer, so I'm presuming it was meant to have a washer there once. And yeah, I think it's looking very good. Very good indeed. I'm going to have to get a bicycle stand for it though, because I realise I haven't got one. But yeah, we're getting there. I've got to clean the seat yet as well, because that's a bit naff. And the rest of the frame wants still cleaning, but we're getting there. I mean, I've got the main engine on. It's a bit fiddly putting that on, I'll tell you. So, something I do notice I need, so the nut on the end there, that one's good. This one, all the threads have got inside. The threads on the actual hub are good, but the nut isn't, so it's not tightening up. I was looking to see if I just had a nut, but I can't seem to find one at the minute. But if not, I'll have to order one, but I'll keep looking anyway. So I think at the moment that's looking pretty good. Yeah, so I'm going to call it now. What's the time? It is, oh, it's 7:45. So I'm probably going to give it a miss now for the rest of the day. I've been out here most of it. I've cut the lawn and everything else. I've had 4 or 5 hours here. To be fair, it didn't take that long to put it on. There is a few parts still in the post on the way. Like there's a seal in here missing. There's still a few things that need doing. I'll have to try and get an old pump for it, and then I've got to sort these cables out. One of them seems a bit seized. The other one I've sort of freed off, but it's not great. So yeah, we're getting there. I've altered the back, so actually there's no gap hardly now. Yeah. Time the engine goes down, it's only sort of a gap bar about that. So yeah, but we're getting there. So yeah. So thanks for watching this video. Next video, hopefully, I'll get it finished and we can try and get it to go. Yeah. We'll see if we can get it running. Yeah. We'll see. But yeah, we'll have a go at trying to get it to go anyway. And I still have the Velo Solex, yeah. I did drain all the petrol out of that, and we might try and get that going as well. So yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you all very soon with a new video. And hopefully we'll be able to try it out.